The Southern Upland Way, Day 9, Beatock to Ettrick Water, 20 miles. We resumed our walk after taking a taxi from Moffat back to the trail at Beatock. This day was characterised by 2,200 feet of gradient and a lot more rain. We were starting to wonder if it would ever stop. However, despite the rain, this was one of our most beautiful days. We opted to miss the new high-level ridge walk over Gateshore Rig and Croft Head, which were shrouded in heavy clouds, in favour of the lower level adverse weather route. Because by this stage the weather was indeed adverse, and in retrospect we realised that we had made a wise choice. Distance-wise, the mileage along these two routes is fairly similar, but there is a bit more gradient, around 656 feet, on the upper route. At Ettrick Head, the route crosses the watershed of Scotland as it leaves Dumfries and Galloway behind and enters the Scottish borders. Leaving Moffat and walking beneath the M74 road bridge. At this point, a few miles outside Moffat, we left a delightful walk through the woods along Moffat Water and started heading up into the Ettrick Hills. A slightly incongruous lion sculpture guarding the entrance to Craig Beck Hope. The low-level forest route. Crossing Selcoth Burn just before Ettrick Head. We found our seventh kist. The scenery here was spectacular. In retrospect, I think that this was my favourite bit of the whole walk. Even the rain couldn't ruin it. Leaving the spectacular scenery behind us at Over Poor Hope Bothy and starting to head along Ettrick Water to join a metalled road for 5.5 miles to our taxi pickup point at Scab Crew. Once again, we were grateful for the opportunity to change into our road shoes. We arrived back late at our accommodation in Moffat because the taxi journey took 1 hour. The good thing about this was that the long road journey provided us with a great tour of the area, which we would not otherwise have seen, and en route we drove along the northern shore of St Mary's Loch. We would be walking along the southern shore on the following day, and we passed the spectacular Grey Mare's Tail waterfall. Please see my Day 10 video for the continuation.